My problem is that I usually forget that the last episode ended on a very intense note. So when the new episode comes, I don't watch it. Hey guys, my name is Ellen Fox. Welcome to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about episodes 10 and 11 of The Legend of Vox Machina. Let's begin.
It won't end well for you.
Serious question regarding movies. Why are prisoners always shirtless? Why? And it makes sense, sometimes they're it's Chris Evans that is being taken captive. That makes sense. That is for aesthetic purposes, and many people are interested in seeing him shirtless, so more fans will come and watch the movie and more money. But why is Percy shirtless? He's a literal teenager. If you had made this Percy shirtless, it would have still made some sense. But baby Percy shirtless? Why? Why? It's as if it's become a trend. It's something that is just done now. They were okay, he's the prisoner. Oh, just take off the shirt. We don't do that around here. Nobody does that. A prisoner with a shirt? Who does that? It's like eating a banana with a peel still on. This girl is a walking, talking red flag, and you guys are not paying enough attention. I don't know. There is just something about Cassandra that does not sit right with me. I don't know. It's probably the fact that she has been living with the Briarwoods for the past decade, and yet we are choosing to believe her. No. For all we know, the Briarwoods are probably threatening her, or she's probably thinks that they are her true family at this point. I don't know. We don't know. She has been living with the Briarwoods for the past 10 years. Maybe she has a crush on Silas and she will choose Silas over Percy because she's not from Alabama, so between her brother and Silas, she'll probably choose Silas. So why are we trusting her?
We know the value of knowledge.
Cassandra did make a fair point by saying she might have some information that we could use. But at the same time, why would I want someone that can stab me in the back? I am a fair believer that knowledge is power. But it is her who has the knowledge, and we should not be trusting her. Her main purpose right now is to get out of that prison. If we take her out of that prison, she doesn't need us anymore. So the information she gives us is not reliable, and maybe I just have major trust issues, and I don't trust Cassandra, and I don't trust Dr. Ripley.
Percy, hey, lovey pal, but we gotta deal with this smoke thing. I mean, you are legit fucked up.
We are literally on our way to fight Silas and Delilah and God knows what else. I think being cursed is not the worst thing right now. I think it's probably the best thing right now because we do need all the power. So if I'm possessed, I think we should thank God for it.
You said sorry?
Well, I had things I needed to figure out, and...
Grog literally has 2 brain cells, and yet Pike decides that she is going to let him in on all this information and just not give him a simple answer. Pike, just say you apologized. That's it. I think that's enough for Grog. But she was no. No, let me tell you something, Grog. The mathematics of this is that the philosophy was added and then the chemistry was taken out, and we applied the quadratic formula and then we got this answer. I don't think Grog understood a bit of that, honey. Neither did I. We do not have enough brain cells. Just give us a simple answer. Are you okay now? Just yes or no answers, and that's enough.
Uncle Nathaniel?
Uncle Nathaniel? Can you imagine fighting your dead uncle? I don't have a dead uncle, so I wouldn't know how that feels, but seriously, that is some effed up shit. Uncle Nathaniel! I would burst out laughing if I was in that situation. I have been saying it for the past God knows how many episodes. Since the first time we came across Cassandra, I was there is something sus about this girl. We do not trust her. And yet, all of y'all were oh no, we trust her. On which note, I didn't know that the revolver also came up with names. I thought, Percy just engraved the names when he built the revolver and the names just vanish when he's done with that person. But apparently, the revolver knows what's up and what's good. I'm so glad that I knew that Cassandra was not right. Like, my vibe detector still works. The 2 brain cells I have, that's all they do. They just know when somebody's not good. I cannot believe it. And I think that's because Cassandra was very openly sus, and I think it's not my talent that I recognized her. It's you guys. Vox Machina. Y'all too dumb. Should have left her behind. And shouldn't have brought her in the first place. Even if she was a good person, just don't bring her. She basically came back from the dead. Let her rest. And they were like, no, let's bring her on this death mission.
You did this to yourself, Percy. The day you left me lying in the snow, choking on my blood like a hunted animal.
I cannot tell you how many times I have thanked God that my brother is smart. That he knows the difference between you leaving someone and you being forced to leave someone. Can you imagine if he was a dumb fuck and one day he got both of us killed? Like, I would much rather get, betrayed by my brother and get killed by him than have him idiotically get both of us killed by somebody else. Percy, I thought you were smart.
Abandoned me.
None of us even thought of that as being a possibility. Like, I knew full well that Silas can possess people, and yet I never thought that Cassandra might be possessed. I just thought that she was going to downright betray Percy, like, on her own free will. But apparently she was possessed. And so is Vax, so now we're double fucked. Why am I swearing so much? I don't swear in real life, ever. And it's TV shows that bring out the worst in me. I shouldn't swear. But I don't know, there are just some times when you need to use a good classical fuck to describe how annoyed you are.
Percy, snap the fuck out of it!
Never in all these months that I have been watching this show did I even once think that there would be a scene where we would see Percy get slapped. I never knew I needed to see that until it did happen. Like, and the fact that he just remained emotionless, he was like, if I remember correctly, a couple of people commented and said that I would come to like Delilah in the last 3 episodes. And I remember saying that I don't see that happening. Well, I still don't see it happening. It's not happening. There is literally nothing that Delilah can do to earn my respect. I don't know. I mean, she is quite capable and she is like smart and stuff. I just don't like her. There are just some people that I don't like, and Delilah is one of them.
Percy, they'll hear.
Yes, go ahead.
So we're just going to pretend like there aren't silent ways of killing people? Like, you can always break their neck, or choke them to death, or stop their breathing. There are literally many silent ways of killing someone. I'm pretty sure you have like some poison lying around that you can just force her to drink, and we're just gonna let her go. On which note, remember how I said that she was going to betray us, and now she has. Nobody listens to me, and I sound like a psychopath telling people to kill people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I remember this one time I did a review of The Wheel of Time, and I said, even I can kill a man in his sleep. People in the comments were like, girl, you trying to tell us something? I'm sorry. I sound like a psychopath. Sorry. I'm very sorry.
No, can't.
So he's like legit possessed. And this like Orthax fellow has control over him. I think it's an excellent time to be possessed. Again, I'm not gonna change my statement. It is very excellent to be possessed by like a bloodthirsty ghost when you're trying to defeat Silas and Delilah. You know, I think it's a good time. I would keep it. I would probably even let him take complete control over me, and like we can deal with me getting control of myself later. Like first, like right now, we have to deal with Silas and Delilah, and probably after the gun is done shooting all the enemies, the ghost would leave on its own. So I think, like, Percy, let's do it. Let's give Warthax the control he needs to avenge your family. I need to stop telling people to kill people. What is wrong with me? That is cool. That is so damn cool. And it brought back some memories. So one time I had a nightmare where my little brother was sleeping in a room and I was outside, and every time I entered the room, I would lose my voice, and there was like a witch in the room and she was stopping me and she was going to do something to my brother. So I had to like bring my brother out of the room. But every time I would enter the room, I would lose my voice and the witch would be stopping me from approaching him. So like there was literally no way for me to wake him up and get him out of the room. But like the third time I tried to enter the room, I was like, okay, girl, I'm done with you. So I like grabbed the witch by the hair and like slapped her 3 times. And I was like, get out of my way. If you think you can do anything to my younger brother, no, you cannot. And then I got my brother and I got out. See, this is why I love Percy so much, because he is avenging his family, which is very natural. You cannot just hurt my family and just go on continue living your life. No, I'm going to make you pay for it. That's why I love Percy so much.
No, I know what you're doing. Don't try and seduce me. What am I trying to...
You're trying to seduce me. He was like, what? No. I freaking love this show. I love it. So that was it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, give me a like. Also comment below and let me know anything you want me to know, and also subscribe, click the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I upload, and also follow me on my Instagram and Twitter. They're both at @LFox. And yeah, that is it. I'm the only LFox in this world, and surprisingly, the next video I do would not be the last video I do about Vox Machina, because I found something in my house related to Vox Machina. It's very surprising, and at this point I think we were meant to be. Like, I found something in my house related to Vox Machina and had been here for a while. I just remembered now that I had this thing for so long. So like, I will be making a separate video on that, so you should stick around. And bye.
It's when we leave and all the